You're from East Los Angeles?
Simone, dog.
Yo,
Life,
yo,
homie.
that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Like I grew up right there on 8th Street and Olympic, and no disrespect, because a lot of are gonna hear me and shit.
Right.
They're gonna think I'm clowning and shit. They're gonna disrespect me, homes. But not even, homes. This is when I grew up, fool. This is how I was, dog. Like everybody in my neighborhood, dog, they know me. Like, what's up, Nin, the way and Calvin and they're watching this shit, fool. They're gonna be like, hey, Willie, dog, you're always on the show, and you never shout us out. What's up, Asado? What's up, baby Mondo? 007? What's up, Putones? I'm over here in drink champs, fool. Hey, don't tell mom I'm drinking, dog.
I'm gonna tell you because for years, growing up in New York, black and brown people are like simultaneously they're together. A lot of times when I went to Los Angeles, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So me hearing you, it that was the first time I heard that, because I was like, whoa, like you know what I'm trying to say is like in the East Coast we're so like intertwined, but in the West Coast it's not. But when I found out your situation, I was like, oh shit, they do.
But I was signed Eazy-E. I signed to Eazy-E when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And he was like, hey, nigga, them mother essays love your ass, nigga. I was like, because he knew people from my neighborhood. And he was like, nigga, you crazy, nigga. Like, look how you dress, nigga. Like, I always thought you was weird, nigga. Like, but now
this is a conversation with Easy.
now it makes sense, nigga, because you like, because everybody thought we was either Dominican or Panamanian.
Right. Makes sense.
Right.
They make sense,
right? Because if you like crispy dark like me,
right,
and you had like growing up, I had a thick Mexican accent.
Right.
It was like
there's not many Afro-Mexicans that people know of.
Or blolos or blolas.
Right.
A blolo is a black cholo, and a blola is a black chola. Like, and there's a lot of blolos, fool.
Right.
And like when I go home, they'd be like sock check, fool. And sock check is cholos. They wear high socks.
Oh shit.
Like socks be high all the time.
My socks be high when I play handball.
So my socks is high all the time. Like right now, nigga, like my shit's high up, bro. So they're gonna be like, all right, fool, you want a drink chance, fool, with high socks, dog? I'm like, hell yeah, fool. I love my neighborhood. I love Boyle Heights.
Wow.
Like to my heart. Like
wow.
I went back to my neighborhood. I started my school teaching kids robotics and computer science in 2008. And now I had 65 kids in my program. Now with my partnership with LAUSD, we serve over 14,000 students in LA.
Wow.
We have 400 schools with robotics and computer science, like Boyle Heights, East L.A. Like my people's still there. My aunt works at the homeless shelter. My uncle still to this day is the basketball coach, keeping the kids off the street. Like that, if I wasn't doing music, if I didn't have success, we would still be in the neighborhood.
Wow.
We would still be doing the work that we do. Across the street from my school, my aunt works at the police station.
Wow.
Like, we got a 64945. That's my aunt, bro.
What?
Every time I go back home, be like, hey, Willie, we love your aunt, fool, your whole family, dog. Like, you know, you guys are really cool for the neighborhood, homes. Like, my life. To this day, black and brown, it was always feud in LA.
Right.
But they showed my family love from the 50s. We've been in the projects since the 50s.
Wow.
Like, projects, like, when I moved my mom out the projects, we was crying like, I'll be back, nigga, I'll be back. So I still go back. Every time I'm home, I go back.
Right.
On Sundays, like clockwork when I'm home. I still shop at the supermarket on Thanksgiving to get my masa to make my ollies. I'm like, for real, that's life.
Right.
So
it's a part of your DNA.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Let's make some noise for that unique ass. I was so happy when he did Big Boy Show. I was like, I told y'all, because I didn't know if I was catching like a moment. Like I didn't know what I saw when I saw it, but I was like, yo, his mannerisms is the same. Like, it's like, you know, it's a certain thing, like a Puerto Rican, there's no, you can't imitate a Mexican. You just can't. It's either it's in you or it's not. And so that was so dope.
But it's a sensitive thing. I'm not, in no way am I being disrespectful or like, because for folks that may see it and they don't know where I come from, I know what that looks like.
Right.
That looks like, oh man, like, what's this doing, dog?
Right.
Like, this rooms. Like, no, it's not like that's how I was raised.
Right.
I can't help where I was born and raised. I can't help like the community that is a part of the bricks. It's a part of my structure.
Right.
And I love it. Like, there's this artist by the name of Juan Sebastian.
Right.
Rest in peace. He's like a regional hero icon from Mexico. And so I did a song with Juan Sebastian, like way before people were doing regional stuff in 2011 and 12. I flew down to Mexico, worked with Juan Sebastian, called my next door neighbors. Like, Calvin, no, not Calvin, it was Noé. Noé, put your dad on the phone, fool. He was like, Don, where you at? I'm like, I'm in Mexico, fool. I want your dad to talk to Juan Sebastian.
That's dope.
Big Fabian, dad's name is Fabian. Gets on the phone, he was like, I really, like, talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, hey, Fabian, I want to introduce you to Juan Sebastian. No mames, wey. Ay, mijo. Gracias. And he was talking to his hero.
Right.
Because when we were growing up, we would do posadas, like when they'll bring the Virgin Mary to everybody's house. And because we grew up Baptist, apostolic.
Right.
And so I would just follow the Virgin Mary going around the house, and Noé's dad would be singing, drunk, aburacho out, like, what's up, like singing and shit. And that was a beautiful moment. Our little village, our little neighborhood. It's like I said, like that community, that world. It's why Black Eyed Peas feels foreign. Like, I don't really get where they from.
Right.
And that's because we're part of this, come from this little small cut called Boyle Heights.
Right.
We loved hip hop. We still to this day loved hip hop. Not just NWA. People love Tribe, KMD.
Right.
Like, we was tagging.
Right.
And that was our entry point. So for folks that didn't understand us, or didn't understand me, I'm a Blaxican.
Right.
And love it. Unapologetic, like high socks every day.
And that resonated internationally.
Yeah, big time.